Hello, before we begin today's video, can you please like, share, and subscribe to the channel because it actually helps expand the wonderful knowledge of NY and JPA weather and helps yours truly. So I really would appreciate it. So thank you, and as always, stay safe out there. Now let's get to today's video. Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino, CDM number 9. High pressure is sitting right over the region this morning, and it is bone-chilling cold with temperatures below zero in the Catskills, in the single digits over the rest of the northern interior, basically the mid to upper teens throughout the suburbs and along the I-95 corridor. We're in the upper teens to lower 20s, and the same thing along the coast. Well below normal for this time of year, and some really, really chilly Arctic air in place here. The good news is that this Arctic air will leave. The bad news is that it's going to take a while to actually get out of here, all day in fact. So as this high pressure departs, we'll start to see a semi-warm front lift through the region with an isolated snow shower or flurry possible later this afternoon and this evening. Nothing really significant. By the time this reaches us, it will actually be breaking up and collapsing. So with the majority of your focus up towards the eastern Great Lakes, but don't be surprised to get a flurry here and there as we move towards the evening rush hour, especially over northeastern Pennsylvania and northern New Jersey. While that's happening, temperatures will gradually rise, and we will reach the 20s and 30s and even above freezing. Only thing is that it'll be in the evening hours, so much of the day, very cold out there. So bundle up. When we take a look at our infrared satellite picture, we have an active weather pattern on the way with shortwave after shortwave, what we call clippers, racing through the region. The one for tomorrow will be passing to the north of us, so that means most of us warm up above freezing. But for those of you in the northern interior, I put out an impact map, very light stuff, 1 to 3 inches of snow before it change over to rain over the Poconos and Catskills, dusting to maybe an inch over northern New Jersey as this feature quickly drives through, but not really looking for anything significant at all, especially for those regions up there in the Poconos. 1 to 3 inches is not that big of a deal as it would be on the coastal plain on the I-95 corridor. So let's dive into this forecast for today. Look for scattered cloud cover with gradually warming conditions, winds from the southwest around 5 to 10 miles per hour. High temperatures by this evening in the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 30s on the immediate coast. You can see again, there's that threat for a few flurries here. Now, for tonight into tomorrow morning, we'll have an increase in cloud cover, but dry conditions until we get to the daybreak hours over the far northern interior and the northeastern sections of the Poconos and Catskills. We'll have a threat for a few isolated snow showers. Look for low temperatures to basically be our high temperatures for today. Looking for mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. By tomorrow afternoon, the warm front will lift through first with a period of snow over northeastern Pennsylvania and the Catskills, and that's going to support your 1 to 3 inches. A little bit of snow also over northern New Jersey. Still dry along the coast, but by the evening hours, our temperatures will be warming up steadily, so everyone changes over to rain. Even the higher elevations will gradually change over to rain. So the higher you are in elevation, the more likely to see that 3-inch mark in the Catskills. But for everyone else, change over to rain. Look for high temperatures tomorrow in the mid to upper 30s over the northern interior, lower to mid 40s along the coast. Then the cold front moves through tomorrow night into Thursday morning, and temperatures free fall. Arctic air returns, and with it, the threat for a few snow showers and flurries. We're going to watch out for a snow squall or two, I think, especially over northeastern Pennsylvania and around the Catskills and the Hudson River Valley. Keep an eye on that. Look for low temperatures by Thursday morning, plummeting into the upper teens to lower 20s over the northern interior, mid to upper 20s in the suburbs, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast and in your urban areas. By Thursday afternoon, scattered cloud cover. Again, watch out for a few of those snow showers out towards the Poconos and Catskills via lake effect snow. But other than that, chilly, breezy type day, winds from the west-northwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Temperatures only rising into the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. So basically, it'll feel much colder though, with those winds feeling more like the teens and 20s. On Friday, another little weak trough passes through. Look for sky cloud cover, perhaps a flurry here and there, but pretty quiet. Low temperatures will range from the lower to mid 20s over the northern interior, mid to upper 20s along the coast. High temperatures will rebound into the upper 20s to lower 30s over the northern interior, mid to upper 30s along the coast. Then things get interesting. Okay, now on Saturday, we have one trough / low pressure system lift through on the Great Lakes with the threat for an isolated snow shower here and there, some flurries, not that big of a deal. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper teens over the northern interior, lower to mid 20s in the suburbs, mid to upper 20s along the coast and in your urban areas. High temperatures will rebound into the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s in the Delaware River Valley, and lower to mid 40s along the immediate coast. Then on Saturday night into Sunday, we're going to have to watch this very carefully because we have a split in the guidance right now, and it really depends on what happens out west with what we call a ridge. The more amplified the ridge, the further south this track will be. So if it's not as amplified, it moves along the I-95 corridor with a wintry mix changing over to rain along the coast and some moderate snowfall over the interior. If it's more amplified, push all this south and you end up with a much colder solution. And yes, snowier one too for the coastal plain, and that includes Philadelphia and New York City. So this is going to be something that we're going to have to watch very carefully and see how it takes shape. Little hat tip, the AI model guidance and the 06Z European model guidance, along with the GFS guidance, are all much colder. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. Look for low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast. High temperatures, again, this will depend on the track, will range from the lower to mid 30s over the northern interior, upper 30s to lower 40s in the Delaware River Valley, and mid to upper 40s along the coast. If this track is further south, everyone's basically in the lower to mid 30s with snowfall. So we'll have to keep an eye on this and see how it plays out. We should get a good idea on the track of this in the next 48 hours, because then we'll have a good idea on just how strong the ridge is over the Rockies. Probably talk about that tomorrow night in the live chat, by the way. And then after that, high pressure will be in control on Monday and Tuesday with sky cloud cover and a few flurries here and there. Low temperatures once again in the single digits to lower teens over the northern interior, upper teens to lower 20s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper teens over the northern interior, lower to mid 20s in the Delaware River Valley, and upper 20s to lower 30s along the coast. So chilly start to next week as well. That is your forecast discussion for today. Have a wonderful day, and as always, stay safe out there. Thank you for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. But if you want to help the channel out even more, and myself, of course, you might want to check out Premium Consulting Membership, which provides amazing content and information that you get beyond the daily video that you see Monday through Friday. So what do you get? Well, you get updates every day in the Premium dashboard, starting with, of course, checking out the latest winter forecast or other seasonal forecasts throughout the year. Live coverage room where you can ask me questions live and I respond usually within a few minutes. Also, the latest holiday updates, how the weather will impact that upcoming holiday. If you are into landscaping or you work in landscaping, should I say, you will get the latest details on whether or not rainfall will be a threat and impact your job. And of course, there is all the other content. The zoomed in impact map, the severe threat analysis, long range thoughts, the premium consulting video, and also energy analysis, seasonal analysis, additional analysis when the storms get really tricky, winter storm overviews, and when the tropics gets really active, all of the updates, including the individual storms and the overview as well. And if you're a business owner, we also have a specific impact forecast for you guys as well, your own weather map. So let's take a look at the prices. Pretty fair $15 a month gets you all this information. If you're looking for a little bit of a discount, you can also have a yearly at $150 and quarterly at $60. And also, for all of you business owners out there, you have the ability to get your own web page, your own consulting analysis based on what you need every day in the morning, updated Monday through Sunday without any delay. And of course, you can call me up as well and have that one-on-one consultation. So all this and more at NY and JPA Weather. Thank you as always for being a subscriber and watching the videos. But if you're looking for a little bit more, this would definitely be one of the ways to do so. So in the meantime, stay safe out there.